guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For you for the first time, welcome. Please subscribe, like and share. If you are a recent subscriber, welcome back. Follow me on Facebook as Zimbabwean Queen, TikTok Zimbabwean Queen 1, on Instagram Zimbabwean_Queen01. Always and always subscribe, like and share my content. Share with your friends, loved ones and family. Okay, let's just be a one big happy family. I know guys, it's been a minute. Yes, wash your hands, man. I'm sorry about that, guys. It's been a minute, and forgive me for that. A lot is going on. Let's just hope one day we'll talk about it. Okay, but today we want to talk about something else, and I'm gonna talk about this, guys, based on my own experience, and I'll try. I'm coming back, guys. Yeah, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about this based on my own experience, what I've gone through and how I dealt with the situation. So today's topic is what you can do after a breakup. Guys, a lot of people, they're going through a lot when it comes to mjolo situations. When I wonder, they are crying. They're actually taking their own lives. They fell into depression. So a lot is going on soon after Van Varambana in all the situation. And I would try as much as I can to be as honest as I can to you guys. So this is what happens, guys. People, they don't just break up, right? There might be a reason and also chicha itika. And in most cases, to reach to a point of breaking up, zvinhu zvagara zvanga zviri mupfungwa, just that zvanga zvaitwa into practical. Like you've been thinking about this, kind of the other person has been thinking about this. This is what I want to do, just because one and two things, I just can't do this. Okay, I'm trying, but I just can't. So I will tell you my experience was when we broke up, we went our separate ways with Bobo's dad. This is what had happened. We had a huge argument, and it was because of the things that I wanted clear answers, things that had happened, and then he couldn't give me answers, right? And I remember very well, first few days, I did not know what I wanted, right? I didn't know what I really wanted to do with my life after that. But I remember there was a day when I told myself, if I tolerate this, this can happen again. So this is the road that I'm going to take. But now, guys, what was fighting me, honestly speaking, what was fighting me is because of the things that I told myself getting into this marriage and being with this person. I had told myself, even growing up, I come from a family that is more like inema barangija, man. Ningi azobva paita mwana apa basi abaneta mwana ne apa basi abaneta mwana apa. So growing up, I did not like that because it sort of like divide kids. Just because uyu mwana uko holiday jishika kwenda kwa baba wake ningi, uenda kwa baba wake ningi. So for me, I used to tell myself, munhu wancheta naye mwana okutanga, I will make sure that the rest of the kids that I'm going to have in my life, I'm just gonna have kids with that same person, because this kind of life, I don't want it. So now I decided that no, I'm gonna walk out of this marriage. I don't want it anymore. Whatever that is happening, this is not for me. I can't take it. All right. But pfungwa dzekuti wakataura wani iwe kuti wewe hausi kuzomboita kuti mwana waita mwana apa wasiya, waita mwana apa wabva apa, waita mwana wabva apa. So are you telling me kuti you want to do what Ningi did? You want to do like zvakaitwa namaini Ningi, kana zvakaitwa na tete Ningi, kana zvakaitwa na ambuya Ningi? Are you sure you want to do that? Growing up, you were telling yourself that you're not going to do that. So zvakaramba zvichindinetsa mbrain dzangu. I will be very honest with you. Zvakaramba zvichindinetsa mbrain dzangu for days. Zvekuti at some point I considered, you know what? Okay, zvatoitika, it had happened. I wanted my marriage as much as everybody wants. but paunozobuda unenge wanoti I can't take this anymore. So I remember, like I told you guys, I remember it was weeks after everything happened, and already Mbama Msina Mfaro, it was different. You could feel it, man. I was going to work, you wasn't. When I come back home, you could feel it, man. Because it's different. That's when I decided. I told him that, you know what? This, I'm no longer part of it. Ita yako yoyo ungochita yoyo nsanda kuziva. Inini ungondisiya ndakadai so. So I think in his mind he was thinking, my bobo she'll come to his senses, you know. But then now, tegara mumba wani. So, like I always tell you guys, there was a time when I was having these thoughts of even kubadza jagre mvura ndongomudira ari next to me, you know. That's when I told him, you know what, move out, go. Like whatever that is happening to me right now, like I can feel the push each and every day. So you better go, you better leave. You hate me and it's fine. Guys, I'm telling you this. You broke up with this person, but this person was still in the house. That's when you feel the gap. Now, I'm talking to people, either it was a relationship set up at mjigara mese, or it was a marriage. It's a marriage and you're planning to get out. This is some of the tips that you can use, right? So I remember very well when he went to Zimbabwe that day. I was actually pretending. I took him to the bus. I wanted to see him to go. I said, bye-bye. You know, after bye-bye, I come back. I want to tell you guys, I slept like a baby. I remember that Sunday. I even woke up late. I was going to work because I remember it was number 1. First day, bubura ayenda unosara crash. First day, randofana kujagula kuti ndofana kusiya mwana kuchikoro, then ndozoenda kutext. Then after that, ndosofana kusonda kudzoka kumba, ndofana kudzokera kune ndangiri kucrash, ndozotora mwana. It was just adjustment yacho came just once, and it was overwhelming. And at some point I felt like, can I call this guy and come back? Because he was saving. I don't want to lie, he was helping me a lot when it comes to the child while he was there. But I'm not gonna thank him for that, because he was supposed to do it, because it was his daughter. It is actually his daughter, so he was supposed to do that. So I'll be very honest with you, it was very difficult. I remember coming back home and ndagesa mwana wangu ndochibika, ndapedza ipapo ndobva ndageza ndagara pasi mbatadya. That day my daughter slept early for arara. I remember I played a song yekuti, you done so much for me, I cannot tell it all. Guys, ndakachema. Wakambochema. Chokunomuka kuseni, unomuka makuseni, maziso asingavhurike, ndakachema. I broke down and I started. That's when I started kunyatofila hurt. And I feel like you don't process everything that is happening. You don't actually process good. Okay, this is it, because you're seeing this person, man. You're like, hey, tarambana, but I'm seeing this person each and every day, you know. And I will tell you guys, for me to find somebody to talk to, have a conversation with people that care so much about you and all that situation. For me, I did not do that. I didn't do that. And the reason for that, it doesn't mean good I do not have people that I can talk to and people that can help me out. I do. But it's because good I was not yet sure of the road that I was about to take. And I kept this to myself. Vanhu vaizviziva kuti amai bhubu nababa bhubu vakanetsana, vanhu vekuchechi ndo vanhu vaizviziva. And also nekuchechi vacho vaisazviziva kuti vanhu havarambana here kana kuti they are just having a misunderstanding, because isusu mazimbabweans tinonormaliza cheatinga, unokuti murume arambire kuchita zvangoitika vachazoita sei, vachazotaurirana and all that situation. So when it comes to my close relatives now, friends and family, I did not tell them anything. I was like, because ndaisada kuzoti mangwana ndomuka ndofila kuti let me take my husband back, and then ndambudza kuti achamuda ndakasiyana naye ibenzi remunhu zvakazoti njani vanhu vozondita benzi kuti ko ndobenzi ramaitaura kuti amuchada kana kumbonzwa nezvaro iriri. So for me, I kept it to myself for months. The first person who started to discover that something is going on, something is fish, and she called me, and when she called me, she was like, is everything okay? I don't know. But I guess number one, chinja vakatanga kuona baba bubu vasandi poste. Inina, I wasn't a posting person, but I could post here and there, But Baba Bubu was that person who constantly posts about his marriage, his family, So I guess that's how she find out. She just joined 1 and 2 together. What is going on? She called me and she's like, is everything okay? And I'm like, I'm fine. And at that point, guys, I don't want to lie, I had dealt with every situation. Like I now ndandapa position yokuti ndakugona kujugula kuendesa mwana wangu creche, ndane time yangu yokuti from this time to this time and sanonge kubasa nchidzoka. How do I do? Ndakuita ma prep meals angu ndaibika on a Sunday. I could ndobika muri wangu kana 3 akasiyana, ndopeka ma lunchbox angu ndoisa fridge and all that, nchidzoka kubasa ndikudzisa muriwo ndichiboilisa mvura yesadza. So life was now coming together, and I was actually a stable single mom who can manage being a single mother now. So I was actually okay, because mwenza ndichemiza ndizo kuti ndadzoka kubva kubasa, mwana arida mukaka, arida kuyamwiswa, ini ndikufana kugeza, ndikufana kubika, mangwana kuenda kubasa, chakati kugadzira nangrini bhegi remwana rekuchikoro, kugadzira mukaka, ndainangirina futi, ndaipampa. Saka at some point, like, it was just coming like psh. So now I was at a point where, you know what, you've accepted that. Number 2, you've accepted that this guy is not in your life anymore. Number 3, I wasn't talking to the guy anymore. Number 4, I wasn't feeling hurt. I wasn't crying anymore. But one thing that really helped me, guys, a lot, it was YouTube. I'll be very honest with you. Because that time, I used to distract myself doing YouTube videos, researching what do I do, how do I do this. And sometimes if I do not want to create content, I could watch YouTube videos that are interesting. Okay, when I'm done, before I knew it, like, I'm dozed off, I'm sleeping, So that's how I dealt with that. I distracted myself. Distract yourself with something that you love. Yes, if you have got people that you think you can talk to somebody, number 1, because I will tell you, the process slowers if you don't talk about it. Be able to talk about it. Be able to face your fears, because it is not okay for you not to talk about it. For me, what really worked for me was not to talk about it, because I did not want somebody who would give me advice that I did not want to do. But for the sake of kutindingi and it so, and then I'll do. Because I didn't want people to tell me, because muruma arambiro kuura. I did not want that. That is the reason why I did not tell anybody. I had to tell somebody after 8 months. So imagine, after 8 months, you cannot change my mind now. Like, you can't change my mind. So it really works for me. But if talking works for you, do that. That's number 3. Number 4, build yourself back. Gain the confidence back. Build your self-esteem. Start to look good. If you can afford to go out, take yourself on solo dates. If you can afford shopping, go do some shopping. Guys, I found shopping very therapeutic. I'll be very honest with you. Inini ndikayenda ndine 100 rand. ndikapinda mucrazy shop kana muchina shop ndikanhonga kanail polish kangu ke10 rand ndonhonga kaglue kangu ke5 rand ndonhonga eyebrow pencil yangu ye5 rand ndonhonga chakati ndoshandisa kana 50 rand ndabuda imomo ndopinda mulovhisa ndotenga maearrings yangu ye30 rand ndabuda imomo ndobva ndapinda munhangiri musignature ndotenga nhangiri kini body spray yangu ye20 rand. I'm telling you, I'm telling you guys, I don't want to lie to you. It's therapeutic, and I come back home a changed human being, and I'm like, I'm carrying bags from Louis Vuitton or Gucci, but I only spend $100 and I'm actually okay. So if you can do that, if you can do window shopping, do that. Distract yourself. Keep yourself busy, because one thing, ukagara magumbezi ukanyuramo, I will tell you, number one, pfungwa dzinotanga kuuya ndedzekuti, what is he doing? Wakutenda kana neFacebook page, wakutenda kuFacebook kwake kana kuti kuWhatsApp kwake wadona mastatus ake, wakutanga kuita stalk. And by you stalking that person, you are bringing trouble in your life. Because ndopa uchaona pa comment pake pa comment section pane somebody akati, hey, looking cute, bae. And pamwe nepo vamwe yastombori musikana wake iwo wakutanga kutorwadza kuti, so he has already moved on. So you need to distract yourself as much as you can, and that can actually make the process of healing so fast. So if you find something to distract yourself, and if you can go to therapy, for those who can afford actually, and that is not the advice that I can give to anybody who's like me, because I can't afford a therapist. So I'll be very honest with you. I personally, music was part of it again. Music was a saving grace for me. YouTube was a saving grace for me. Though I was doing it for money, but at the same time, it really helped me to get over everything that I was feeling and everything that was happening. And also, you read about how to get over a breakup, you know. And then there was a time when I was Googling how to get over it. And I found this interesting. And I was like, okay, let me try and do it. Take yourself on solo dates. And solo dates doesn't mean that you must get into pizza e vino, or you're going to a Hasa Grill, an expensive restaurant to be said. No, you can go Hungry Lion and buy your 9 rand ice cream and just sit and have a conversation with yourself. Different environment, guys. Inochinja mafungiro. I will tell you this. Different environment inochinja mafungiro. So if you can do that, that's what helps me actually. And also going to work, and the other person who knew exactly what was going on in my life was my boss. My boss knew everything that was happening. So sometimes in the morning, while I'm having my cup of coffee, he used to have a conversation with me. You know what? It's not the end of the world. This is what you can do. Blah blah blah. And I think she was the only person who was having a conversation of divorce, of breaking up with me, because at one morning I went to work, guys. When I'm going to work, in the middle, I was robbed. In the middle of the road, I was robbed. When I got to work, I was crying because I was robbed. Why were you robbed? I was going to drop the Janelle to school. Why were you dropping Janelle to school? Because she knew very well what Janelle always stays with her dad. And that's when I told him, you know what, this is what had happened. It was 2 months after, actually. This was what it happened 2 months ago. He left. And then I'm trying to figure out, okay, and pick up the broken pieces from where he left, actually. So she was just one person, but it was not always because she was a busy woman, okay? When I'm coming in, she's going out. When I'm coming in, she's going out. But it was one day. Maybe she's feeling good. Oh, this person is down. That's when she sit me down and tell, you know what, let's have a conversation. But I will tell you, for me, that's what really worked for me. If you are somebody watching me right now, tell us and let's have a conversation in the comment section what really worked out for you when you were actually going your separate ways, be it your boyfriend, your husband, or whatsoever. I would love to learn a lot from this, because guys, this was supposed to be a 12 minutes video, but it ended up to 20. So let's just call this a story time / what to do. Oh, okay, let's just make it a story time. It's a story time. Story time. Okay, so anyway, guys, I love you so much. From me to you, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next upload.